Honorable Chief Guest of the occasion, Ms. Hemla Tanamalai, Professor P.K. Banik, President, Board of Governors, members of the board, senators, my dear guests, members of faculty and staff, my students, and my dear graduate 2022, the brand ambassador of IAP. Graduates, happy graduation day. What a proud day for you as well as your parents and for us. Before I start my speech, let me tell about our chief guest. Though I'm not going to introduce her, but in Dhanbad, we used to say that she would think of electric vehicles even much before Elon Musk could think about. You know, she comes from Coimbatore, where our M. Arunachalam, on whose concept the Padman movie was there, and she is there. If you happen to see European country Salzburg, it's a very beautiful city on the other side of Switzerland, and it's a very small city, and there are two big people are born there, Mozart and Doppler. But if you go as a tourist, you will see only the people going to the Mozart's house. People do not see a Doppler's house. That is what our chief guest is. Dear friends, if you ask any faculty members what you are fond of, the first thing will say lecturing. Even if the students are not interested, we prefer lecturing. And unfortunately, what has happened with me that I do not get much of an opportunity to lecture nowadays. So this is an apt moment for me to lecture all of you. But one good thing is, dear friends, there will be no quizzes, no surprise tests after this talk. I'm thrilled to inform you that the long-pending issue of the land has been resolved. Thanks to all of you for supporting the cause and being patient enough in this regard. I'll fail in my duty if I do not mention some whose support helped us resolve it. To name a few, the Collector Garu of Anakapalli and his office, the Joint Collector, RDO, MRO, Shri Samsher Singh Rawat sir, the Principal Finance Secretary, our government pleader, AG, and our counselor. Interestingly, you know, Ravi Garu, the collector, and I were born, we took the charge in 1 day difference. He took charge on 4th of April 2022, and I took charge as director on 1st May 2022, the Labor Day. It's good that he did not take charge on 1st of April. You could understand what does it mean. But fortunately, we form a very deadly combination. His personal interest helped us in resolving all the land issues. We have discussed in his office till 10 in the night. Thank you, sir. I wish he was here. The land issue has been resolved, and we'll shortly have our own campus. There are a couple of announcements which I just wanted to make to you. We are thankful to the Care Hospital, Vishakha Eye Hospital, Seven Hills, NRI, and Medicover, who have provided CGS facility on credit for OPD facility to IAP fraternity. We have started a couple of things. One thing is that we started here a visiting faculty foreign, where Professor Devendra Mahajan of Stony Brook University has agreed to be a first visiting faculty of foreign. We are starting 2 advisory boards, an industrial advisory board and international advisory board, where we're trying to pull people with industrial background and the international experts who can really say, okay, you should move in this direction, the institute should move in this direction. We are trying to have an energy cluster where what we're trying to have, that we are trying to have equipments here where the much needed and less endowed industries can have a research culture developed there. Friends, I'll share some of my experiences that I think you should know. Unfortunately, these traits I did not know when I graduated. These traits may help in the journey ahead of yours. But I'll start with my one experience as the director of this institute. This institute is the newest of all the institutes of national importance. Every time, unfortunately, we say we are at par with IITs and IIMs. But somehow this tag is the tag I do not want to have. Can we not have our own brand? आप लोगों ने तो MS धोनी the untold story must have seen. You know, with Dhoni, when he was youngster, he was trying to make a lot of good noise in the local cricket. His Chittu Bhaiya, the Param, a childhood friend of Dhoni, was desperate to tie Dhoni with a big sponsor. He called the owner of a big bad company over the telephone, but the owner refused to sign the young cricketer. Then the movie, the dialogue goes, owner says, Dhoni koi Tendulkar to nahi hai na? To which Param replied, nahi Paji, धोनी धोनी है एक बार उस लड़के को मौका मिल गया तो बहुत आगे तक जाएगा yes friends we are Dhoni and will define the energy sector of the world in IIT system you have old IITs 2G 3G IITs which are newly born IITs but I say this institute the institute of next gen institute our niche is clean and green energy, where we have an opportunity to make the world blue. You are an incredible group of people, mainly as you have succeeded against the backdrop of pandemic. 50% of the classes were offline and 50% virtual mode. But certainly, friends, you are much better than a 2-year MSc or MA program, where they graduated without coming to this institute, without taking the admission physically or even writing the exams. Yeah, but on lighter note. But yes, all of you wanted an exam to be online without being proctored. I have to tell you that I'm humble, massively proud, delighted, and most of all, highly impressed by our collective achievements. As part of that, I also want you to look forward and consider the future and the positive impact your newly gained qualification skills can have on the built environment, even more importantly, on the lives of the people who live, work, and play within it. We have facilitated you with the knowledge that would help you use the developed skills and experience and cultivates a society-responsible research mindset. Now that you're all qualified, I would like to consider it your professional responsibility to the guardians of our substantial, precious, and highly intricate built environment. We need creative, innovative solutions that will serve future generations. We need people now who understand a long-term human-centric approach to built environment, who are sensitive to and appreciative to the natural environment within which our buildings sit, who are unerring in upholding the highest professional standards and quality. Yeah, I'll come back to regarding the lessons. All of you must have watched 3 Idiots. Now the choice is yours whether you want to be Chaturangalam or Rancho. The message is that friends, improve your fundamentals, make your fundamentals strong, don't be a Rattu Tota. On a lighter note, even though we do not know about the batch toppers of Einstein and Newton, but what they did, they followed their passion and improved their skills. Be focused. I'll again take an analogy from a movie. The movie which inspires me the most is The Mountain Man, Dashrath Maji. What he has proved, if you have the will, you can move the mountains. Yes, the Bihar's Dashrath Maji proved this adage when he did the unthinkable and carved a path around a mountain with just a hammer and a chisel after toiling away for 22 years. When you are giving up, don't give up. Whenever you are giving up, just think about Dashrath Maji. It gives you a lot of experience, and experience is the best reward. Don't be scared by failure. You learn a lot from these failures. Success is counted sweetest by those who fail. Now, when you put up a status on a WhatsApp or a Facebook, you really want to see that how many people have seen that status, how many people have liked that status. But friend, they are your followers. But think seriously, do you have a friend who can stand on your bad days? Make friends. In words of Wetterson, the things are never quite as scary when you get a good friend. You have already made many friends, but think whether all of them are really friends. Making on weekends and partying is just not a friendship. Friends, never forget the contribution of your parents in shaping you. You might have seen the blockbuster Bagban. There's a dialogue. माँ बाप जिंदगी के पेड़ की जगह हैं. Your parents are trees and not ladders. Trees give you a sense of absolute peace and comfort in the shadow of this tree, provided they have tried hard to flourish the tree and not make a ladder of the wood. There is a very famous movie. You will be rich tomorrow. Already, some of you are already rich. There's a very famous movie, Diwar, and everyone knows the dialogue which happened with Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor. He said, "Aaj mere paas building hai." I don't have that accent of Amitabh Bachchan. I copied that. "Aaj mere paas building hai, property hai, bank balance hai, bangla hai, gaadi hai. Tumhare paas kya hai?" And Shashi Kapoor said, "Mere paas maa hai." Parents, the kids, my dear friends, parents are that important things in your life. Never forget their contribution, what they did for you. Another thing I should tell you that you do exercise daily. I have one regret in my life. I wanted to be a boxer, but I never became that. Probably I was a bit too lazy. Give time to your body before it starts asking your time. Now coming to the last message I wanted to give to you. Tomorrow, friends, you will be a leader. As a leader, you have to lead from front. Again, I'll go back to the movie of MS Dhoni, The Untold Story. During the ICC Cricket World Cup 2011, Dhoni took a gut-feeling decision of promoting himself ahead of UV. As showcased in the movie, he had a little conversation with the Indian cricket team's coach before going to bat. Dhoni says, "Excuse me, Gary. If a wicket goes down, I think I should go in." Gary Kirsten says, "But UV is padded up and ready." Dhoni, "No, I think I should go in." Gary Kirsten, "Are you sure?" Dhoni says, "Just tell him, I'll go." And then you know what the rest is the history. You might have watched Kung Fu Panda. It has taught many lessons. One of the most significant lessons it teaches to a leader is the sign of a true hero is humility. Collect your purpose and not your position or a power. Let me come to the analogy. Can you tell me the commonly between the Amazon, Microsoft, Disney, Google, Harley-Davidson, Hewlett-Packard, Dell? Friends, all of them started their business from a garage. They all started in a very humble way. You are mistaken if you think a garage is too small a space to start a billion-dollar business. Some of them were lucky to have their own garage, and some had relatives' garage. Now coming to the analogy. IIP also started from a temporary campus. We started from not a garage, we started from a temporary campus with our relative Andhra University. And the way the company started in a garage, and you know, they are at the top of the world. I see similar stuff with IIP, with niche area of energy. We will be at the top of the world, and friends, I need your support. No institute can grow. No institute can grow, friends, without the support of the alumni. We are shortly going to have Alumni Day. We need your constructive criticism. We have an open door policy. We are believing in a constructive criticism. Do join us and give the criticism so that the institute grows and you are a proud IIPN. In closing, and most importantly, please reflect on your achievements. Celebrate with your families and friends who have supported you. Thank them for their valued support and sacrifices, which were an integral part of your studies. Make them even more proud of you as you develop your careers and help to make a better built environment. Thank you, friends.